One of the faces of boxing is what I always call you, because you're
That's
constantly involved in anything that is big scale, small scale. Your love for it has always been infectious. So how do you describe 2024 when you look back on boxing?
Mad. I mean, hardly spent more than probably a handful of weeks in the UK at home and just on a roller coaster. I think that's the best way to describe 2024 for boxing, a roller coaster. I mean, if boxing wasn't crazy enough as it was for us, you know, already doing over 30 shows a year in 5 or 6 different markets internationally, along comes His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, and along comes a trebled workload for us, because this guy, he's so vibrant, he's so energetic, he's so passionate for what he does. I think he sometimes forgets, or certainly disrespects, time zones. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
So when you get a phone call at 4 o'clock in the morning and you just roll over and you look and your phone's going off and it says Turkey or it says Dr. Rakan, and you just go, hello, and they say, we need a Zoom now. It's like, what do you mean now? Now, I will send a link. And it's like, you know, run over,
Do you do
put
your
a
hair?
T-shirt on. No, I don't bother doing the hair anymore, but at least I'll give them the credit of a T-shirt, because it's not, you know, it's not the best, you know. And it's just like, we're off and running, and it's now, you know, and that's how they work. That's why they're so good at what they do. That's why they're so successful, because it's just relentless. And I think, and that is another word to describe 2024, relentless. The biggest year for boxing we've ever seen. And, you know, it's still, before I came and sat down, I mean, the reality is this, we're filming now for TNT, right?
Yep.
Yeah? You're not my broadcaster,
Not
right?
yet.
Who knows what the future holds? But look at what's happened to the landscape. You know, in the past, it was always them and us. It's brought an incredible unity. I just finished an interview for Matchroom. Next thing I look up, Frank Warren's over there. I'm going over, give him a little cuddle.
Of course.
And we start talking about how's the family, what you up to for Christmas, you know, and it's like, is this happening? And it's given me a warm feeling. There's still, you know, that still exists, not between me and Frank really, but with others. There's, you know, no one's ever going to play the game, always. But the unity has given me a little bit of a lease of life for the sport and making great fights. And, you know, I'm humble enough to know the size, the value and the effect of Riyadh season His Excellency. I work for them. People still like to take the digs online. Oh, Eddie, oh, you know, you're brown nosing this and that. And yeah, I am. It's fine. Because the opportunities for boxing, the opportunities for our fighters, the opportunities for me and our business as well, we're all flying. So,
literally.
Yeah, and it's not about, oh, you know, there's a new man who's the most powerful man in boxing. Good luck to him. Maybe 10 years ago, maybe I would have been fighting away and maybe I would have been taking on Turki Al-Sheikh. Bad move, right? But just enjoy it, respect it, be part of the journey, and let's realise what's happening to boxing right now. You're seeing the biggest fights consistently. You're seeing great UK fights. You're seeing international fights. You're seeing undisputed fights. You're seeing rematches of fights of the year. It's got everything, and we're all, you know, that extends to everybody. My team at Matchroom, you guys, we're all living a dream, aren't we?
We are.
And we're living the dream courtesy of Riyadh season. So respect it, enjoy it, and long may it continue.
I label you a boxing lifer, and I say that whether you were in the room or not in the room, because I know how much this means to you, just as a sport, as a spectacle, everything. So I want to talk to the fan in you for a second. When you think about Saturday night and the main event, what's your first thoughts?
My first thoughts are, I don't know how you can pick against Oleksandr Usyk, right? When he beats you, like what he is, he's an unbelievable downloader of data, right? But instantly. Not we'll go away for a few months and watch tape and understand. He does it on the spot. And that's why he's so good. The ability to just change, the ability to switch tactics. When he has more time, it becomes even more dangerous. And for me, like I keep saying, my heart says Tyson Fury, my head says Oleksandr Usyk. Just as you do, you get caught up in the build-up, even me,
Yeah.
right? And I'm watching, Fury last night on the plane, I'm watching Usyk. Usyk seems to have this, for once, this strange aura and speak of confidence and borderline, not arrogance, because he's not that guy, but I've never heard him talk about how good he is. And I mean, people are feeding him with lines, but he's still, I will stop him. Yes, I am the best.
Yep.
Yes, I am, and I've not really seen that before. So now Fury looks calm, he looks fit. I'm changing my mind. I'm going to go for Tyson Fury. And I just feel like this fight is about extraordinary things. Usyk always does extraordinary things, but every now and again, Fury is capable of the most remarkable things. The Klitschko victory in Germany, I think probably so long ago now, we probably don't talk about that victory enough because
It's almost 10
at
years.
the time it wasn't really a high profile thing. He didn't have the same profile. What he did that night was unbelievable. I mean, what AJ did against Klitschko was also unbelievable, but Fury did go to Germany. He won every round. I remember watching that on a laptop in a hotel. It was Darren Barker, it was Badu Jack, I think, or Durrell against James DeGale, and we were all in the lobby, and I was like, he's going to get smashed. I mean, a few years ago, I was at the Brentwood Centre watching him fight John McDermott. I thought he lost that fight. So he's going out there, I'm thinking, he's got absolutely no... I'm like, first round, second round, I'm thinking, he's won every round.
Yes.
I mean, it was unbelievable what he did. Then, fast forward to the Wilder fight, I thought he'd get smashed in a Wilder fight. First one.
Yeah.
Won that fight, very unlucky. The second fight was unbelievable, how he stepped on the front foot, he did this. He has the ability on the night to win this fight. There's so many different, they're getting on a little bit. What did that last fight take out of them? And who did it take more out of? Do you know what I mean? And this fight's got nothing to do with training camp in the respect of how did they look? Who did what? Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
This is just on the night.
Yep.
And I'm just going to switch it and go for Tyson Fury. I want him to win anyway, but I've just got a funny feeling he's going to do it. This is going to be close. It might be controversial, but you will not be able to separate unless someone gets stopped, which actually I don't see. I think this fight is it's a 7-5 kind of fight, and when that happens, anything can happen.
What do you see in his eyes? Someone who knows Tyson so well. There's something very different about him this week. I've just seen...
Yeah, I mean, I don't know Tyson that well. I know Usyk. I've worked with him for half a dozen fights. There's no point trying to figure him out mentally or emotionally. You're not going to get anything different from him. Seems very confident. That's the only thing I take from it. But this is a guy at press conference. He's writing down numbers and codes and he's like another. I mean, doesn't he hold his breath for 3 or 4 minutes underwater?
Ridiculous.
I mean, Fury's an emotional guy. Fury's a guy, we know he's had his issues and he's up and down. I think that's the best way to describe him. But if he's up, he might be unbeatable. Don't forget last time they had the issue with the cut, probably wasn't able to spar the same way, was worried about that, had the penalty. You just don't know where he's at, Fury. We're all guessing. I'm saying, I'm watching this, he looks good, or maybe he's been terrible in camp. Maybe he's not happy. Maybe, I don't know, or maybe he's been flying. Maybe he's in the best shape he's ever been. But I go back to AJ, we had a great camp against Dubois.
Yeah.
We were really confident, right? We knew it was a tough fight, and we got well beat. So it's just, that's high level performance. He's getting it right on the night. The problem is, that Usyk is not going to not get it right. Do you know what I'm saying? He's not going to go in there and perform badly.
You know exactly what
When
you're
has he
gonna
ever done it?
Never.
I mean, maybe you look at the Chisora fight behind closed doors. I don't think he was his very best against Dubois, but he finds a way. This fight, all about, unless something crazy happens early, all about the second half of the fight. Because Usyk is unbelievable in the second half of the fight. He drains you with his feet. He drains you with his feints. He makes you overthink, and he gasses you out on that back end of the fight. And like in the first fight, I thought Fury was up after 6 rounds. Not everybody did, but I did.
Yep.
And I thought he was going to go and stop him. And then Usyk just bang. You know, we saw it against AJ in the second fight after 9 rounds. Thought we got it. 10, 11, 12. Unbelievable. You know, even going back to the Tony Bellew fight, Bellew was winning that fight after 6, 7 rounds.
He was.
And then all of a sudden, just done him, gassed him out. And it's going to be really interesting, the tactics in this fight. Fury boxed off the back foot in the first fight, and Usyk walked him down and beat him up. Something that I didn't think he'd be able to do. But if you're saying, this is like with AJ in the second fight, yeah, just be more aggressive, stick it on him. It's like one of the worst things you can do against Usyk, because he'll just counterpunch you, and he'll stay in that ring within a ring, and he'll just move out, swivel out, and that will suit him down to the ground.
Eddie, I'm going to enjoy this last question with you, because I know you'll give me only an Eddie Hearn answer, which is, who's going to steal the show? When it's all said and done and I come to you in the middle of the ring afterwards and we do an interview and it broadcasts back home, who do you reckon will have the headlines?
You can't look beyond the main event. I mean, this is the epitome of boxing. You know, the unified World Heavyweight Championship between two, really what you have to call them, generational greats. And a Tyson Fury victory on Saturday night, not just a potential AJ fight, but like such a huge shot in the arm for British boxing and British sport. And Usyk is a confirmed generational great. He won the Undisputed Cruiserweight World Championship. He went up and he beat everybody at heavyweight to become undisputed. This is the fight that makes Fury a generational great. This is the fight that actually puts him in the categories of the greats that walked before across the generations. So let's get behind him. You know, the reality is these fighters make a huge sacrifice. And whatever you think of Tyson Fury, whatever he's said in the past, on a good day or a bad day, he's given everything for this moment. And you know how much he wants to win on Saturday night. So make sure you tune in. And let's get behind the Brit, Tyson Fury, to do the business. If he does, please run this interview back. If he doesn't, just leave it in a can and we'll go from there.
The man, the myth, the legend. Appreciate you, Eddie.
Cheers, mate.